Thank you, Blind Guy, for the resub. I didn't see your notification, but thank you. By the way, it do be September, so anyone who subscribes, I get more money. And if you pay to subscribe, it costs you less. So, just something to keep in the back of your mind, you know. Thank you, BKZ. You know, I'm not saying you're like obligated to subscribe to me or anything, but I have, however, been streaming exclusively for you for a while. Yo, let's go. Luminary ends with the Prime sub. Let's go. I don't know why I'm not getting notifications. Do I not have alert box on? No, the alert box is on. Anyway, because if you want to subscribe, it's a couple dollars cheaper for September. You know, if you want, I'm just spitting the facts. You know, it'd be pretty epic. You get to use my emotes, which is, you know, I got a bra emote I think you would like. But you know, it's all up to you. You know, you do you, and I'll do me. Where's my controller? Here's my controller. Okay. All right. We're building bridges, apparently. I guess that's what this case is about. The last case was about a bridge too. Oh, it all makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's go. I'm very excited. How's everyone doing tonight? Ow. Whoa. That's a big foot. Shitto. Shitto? Shichido. The treasured Kurain village heirloom. I can't read that. Which means 7 sacred swords. Is that the statue from the last game? It says the sacred sword represents life itself. Shichi Sachito. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end. One merciless point. Oh no, it's a fake! Oh no, it's one of these cases. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed. Oh. The illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. Bruh. Shichishito. That's a made-up word. Hey, Nick. Yeah? What is it? You know I've got spiritual powers, unlike you. Sure. You are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah? Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls. So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? Why is Dahlia Hawthorne in that? It's the New Year's issue of Occult, Winter Spiritual Location Special. Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say, it sounds like more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations for a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations, just for us. You were a fucking child, but okay. Yeah, and I signed up for the special course. That's nice. The timing couldn't be better. Since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty, then it's settled. Well, come on. Yeah, Nick, you'd better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone who's over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit powers. The only thing I can channel is the TV. That's a good joke. I'm placeability. This case sucks because it has a bunch of made-up words that are stupid to pronounce. I don't want to play anymore. Let's play a good game. I'm kidding. No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way. How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. That fucking bitch. Dude. She a friend of yours or something, Nick? It's Mega Bitch. Dude. Implaceable, impossible to placate or appease. Implaceable. Yeah, literally a made-up word. Donovan is xenophobic? What? How? What? How did we get there? I don't... What? I just want to say it's not... Yeah, no. Oh my god. Stupid. We won't ever count on you for anything. You just got... Guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Isn't that great, Pearly? You do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Yeah, let me fucking look at this. But I just have to see for myself. It's so cold here, Nick. You should put on something warmer for a change. No, I only have one Sprite. Achoo. Her teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Hazukura Temple. Pearly, achoo. Well, well, well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Oh my, my, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. Ho ho. Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In case we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one. I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Wahahaha, ho ho ho. She's evil. Nobody laughs like that and isn't evil. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wahaha ho ho ho. Reckless? Wahaha. You should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But we went through this... Why does it keep skipping text? All this way, so please enjoy yourself. There's still time before suppers. Why don't you have a look around? So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my. You don't even know that? Forgive him, sister. Well. Just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. There's special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seem to envelop you. Wahahaha. Wow, she must have just gotten to off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So what exactly is the special course? You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. How good the song is looking. Yeah, no, it's good. She's nice, but I don't know. I not with that laugh. It's the laugh that gets it. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. Yeah? It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? Wahaha ho 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 ha. How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no. I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. The song is good. It reminds me of a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon song. Like, not a specific one, but just like, I don't know, like really good like DS music. Or I guess it'd be Game Boy Advance music. But no, this sounds like this. I think the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music, like the one I played, is just uncompressed GBA music. I don't know, it's really good. It's really atmospheric. I like this. Sister, about this picture. Well, wow, look at that. Must I look rather divine here, don't you think? Yeah. Forgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That kind of sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but this Iris, where is she now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Well, no. That's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Okay, let's go knock a bitch out. Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Waha, wahaha, haha. So she's in the inner temple, huh? I'm going to actually kill. Is that where we're going now? No, okay, let's go to the sus bridge. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. Looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. Just not very good with heights. Attorney's badge, show your attorney's badge to everyone, you fool. Okay, but we'll go back. Hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. Maya just told me to jump off a fucking bridge. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. It's a good point. Why, it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Is that what it was? Is that what the bridge was called in the last case? I don't remember. I honest to God don't remember. Okay, hang on. Do you want us to show the fucking... Tell you, I'm very much in demand. To be quite honest, I'm finding this a little difficult to say. What is she trying to say, Nick? She's trying to say that she's busy. Shoving evidence in people's faces. Thanks, guys. Okay. So, they built a temple right next to the fucking bridge. Dusty Bridge. It says Dusky Bridge, okay? Come on, Nick, take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. That is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now, give me a pencil. There's like a pencil holder to you. Can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? People who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. Would have been smarter than to build a main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun. Not so sure it looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Okay, Nick. Then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. That right there sums up the fundamental difference between Sane and Insane. We could use Pearl to test our theory. Have her hop across. You know, a path going off in a direction of the main hall. Path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down the bottom of the canyon. Okay, alright, wooden staircase on it then. Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil. Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Epic. Okay. Oh, wait, what was that? Nope. "20 yards to that cliff over there. That's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick? Do the special course? I think not. But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too." Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me. The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice and gruel all the time? Mystic Maya's right. Ooh, I hope there's mashed potatoes, too. I love mashed potatoes. Ha ha ha. What a cute little acolyte. Oh. Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit. Did you come here for the special course too? Ha ha ha. Fortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Ah, you're Miss Elise Dukes again with the made-up words. Jeez. Dukesnim? Do you say the X? Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Fay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? See now? Zavari, a fortune teller. I've got all your books. Ha ha ha, what a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Nah, it's like Donim. I'm a wizard? Epic. Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't even know who this is? Well, an author maybe? Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Oh. I'm sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't really get a lot of chances to enjoy picture books. It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart is purified. Hahaha, makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, this has been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. He calls himself Laurice. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Laurice's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. Ha ha ha. Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? Ha ha ha. No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow, I can't wait to read it. Rose is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Laurice's base character, you'll like him? Okay. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. Wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. Like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, I want to help with whatever I can. Okay. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. But, oh yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. Oh, look. That's the fucking sus bridge. Oh, and they mentioned a temple, too. Oh, shit. Okay. That's where we need to go. I'm not even gonna fucking investigate. I just want to go. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? Guess she went to the inner temple to go help that other nun out. Her name is Iris? Yeah, that was it. Scared of what I'll find. Okay. Kinda not ready. Whoa. That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. And at least half of the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it across safely. I'm trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any time. I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're going to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here, like a ghost might jump out at you or something. A spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? Can we just go inside? I just want to go inside. Okay. Well, I'll investigate. So that's the inner temple up ahead, huh? Looks kind of run down. Wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. I will see my spiritual powers. Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. Wonder if that roast is ready yet. There's some writing or not. Can't read it, but if I had to take a good guess, I'd say it says inner temple. Wouldn't have a sign if you can't read it. Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering here. Guess the sign's a good indication of how long this place has been here. Hey, a half-open gate. It's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign on here says no entry. Nick, rules are made to be broken, you know. You expect a lawyer to go along with that? Oh, come on, you're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. You've got me scared. Just forget about it, okay? Oh wow, look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. Maya? But there are so many, they wouldn't notice if I took just one. You kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you gonna do with one of those anyway? Put it in the office, of course. We can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? I don't know what wooden statue they're talking about. I guess we're just suspended by 4 of these wires. They're really thin. Shouldn't they be just a little thicker? Oh, stop it. You're such a worrywart, Nick. If the bridge were really going to collapse, I'm pretty sure the boards would break before these wires ever did. What's wrong? You're turning into an overripe avocado again. I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to cross that bridge again. No worries, Nick. No one's offering you any money. That's because no reasonable person would call that pile of popsicle sticks a bridge. The latter half of it was just nothing more than a few planks of wood and some string. Hey, if we want to get back, we've got no choice but to cross it again, you know. Maybe I'll just stay. I've always dreamed of living in a little shack in the woods. Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? Among Us. Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Oh, hee hee. But you gotta admit it looks a lot like a robot. No, Maya, I think it looks like something else. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used much. It's looking pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robo-incinerator can walk? I told you, it's not a robot. And it's not especially big, either. Ah, you have no imagination. I thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. A fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. Who'd ever pay to see that? Okay. Enough stalling. Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny freezing cold room. This is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Pearlie's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep, definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. Mega bitch. Excuse me, but who are you? Yeah, even she's like, bruh. You're... Hi there. We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Wonder why she's spaced out like that, don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. No, it's not. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. Did she die? Sure is beautiful, and a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... Okay, I will call the police right now and tell them to arrest her. We have an escaped convict. The actual training area must be on the other side of the store. What it's like. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. You've been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Zavari, I know what it is. Iris. Ha 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 ha. Iris and ugh. Scroll. Ah. Ack. What is it? Why did you scream like that? The scroll. It's my mom. What? Huh. It's Misty Faye, the master of the Korean School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes. That crest at the top of the scroll. That's a special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what the mark means. Oh, the apostrophe. What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have ever known it was her. My own mother. I can't even recognize her face. Branch family members quit school. Huh, nothing, just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick, huh? Oh, sorry, just thinking. About Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug. Shut up. Musty looking blankets and bedding sets. I wonder why they're even here in the first place. Because all spiritual training is done under the supervision of a nun. My sister Bikini is planning to sleep in here while I train. If they sleep, what's the point of having them here in the first place? Okay, I think we're good. Ooh, we managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Oh, sorry. Hey, you, wait up. You think he's yelling at us? You must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Yo! Why's he got a monkey shirt? Whoa. Sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Is that... Nice to meet you. I'm Lars Dumanim. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the buds. Shut up. I'm Laurie. What the fuck? And I'm here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. This is the monkey shirt. The monkey looks familiar. So, what are you doing with the last name? It reminds me of the monkey that fell in case 3 of the first game. I don't know if it's the exact same. Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. You got fired. The mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it, the Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny. The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Duman. So beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle. Wow, Larry, it would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. That's kind of a weird way to phrase it. Damn, what a subversion of expectations. Here I was thinking of like, oh man, what voice am I gonna give this character? So it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So tell the truth, you must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? The ulterior motive being woman. What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Never mind. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. That's why I'm asking. Can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder. Looks like you saw some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began. Sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Doonim. No, you're wrong. It's not her, it's the other girl. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No! She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's my exact type. I wonder if she would model for me. Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? I'll drink to that. Water. This is bad. Larry Butt's bad ending. I feel like I still have one last chance left at the dream. This guy will never change. Everyone. What the fuck do you want? We're having a mature adult conversation. Larry Butt's more like Larry Based. Not in this. Wait, Pearl's gonna cross the death bridge? Just wanna have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. Okay, have fun. Yeah, no, she's literally just gonna go cross the... Oh, man. Boy, am I stuffed. Sure it's alright to eat that much before you're trading? This kind of trading is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Ha ha ha. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm so worried about you. Well, well, well. Let's not dilly-dally shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 o'clock for lights out, okay? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Who's gonna die? Someone in this cast of characters are gonna die. It's set up like Case 2 in the last game. Someone is gonna die. I couldn't really tell. Okay, it's someone with long hair, so it's a girl. It could be Iris, but I don't think so thematically. It's gonna be her, I think. But I don't know. Someone... It's gonna be you. Oh, man. Godo dies. Before we learn anything about his character. Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. But you're a huge fan of her? Wait, how old are you? 9 years old, you don't know how to read? Dumbass. So Larry, what are you going to do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Okay, what about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of a book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm gonna go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. Oh yeah, Pearl was sheltered. I forgot about that. I should remember these things before I bully the 9-year-old. Ugh. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Alright, why couldn't the nearest bathroom be just a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Yeah. Oh, Miss Doonim, are you going to use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. Thought you said she was going to go to your room. Yo, what if Pearl gets murdered? Get your facts straight and then you can bully children. Amen to that. Amen. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. As mysterious in origin as her last name. But the really mysterious one is... Oh. Ah, Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious. What is this, girl? Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her. Maybe get some answers. That reminds she's... Oh, never mind. I thought...
Welcome back.
Nothing. Oh, what's with the
Sorry,
resub?
Bidoofies. I
Yo,
always get
what
my
is...
facts gay.
What is up with... Wait. What is up with my... my notifications? There we go. Novamaru, thank you for the 17 months. Oh shit, I didn't know you were subbed for that long. I need to make sure you have a star by your name in the outro. I don't know if you watch my YouTube videos, but I put a star by everyone who's subbed for at least a year. And thank you for the sub. The child dies. I think it's gonna be Pearl. Okay. Bitch die. Do I have a Dahlia Hawthorne profile I can present? That would make this easy. And then never stopped it because I'm too lazy. I mean, if that's how it works, I appreciate it. I don't recall seeing notifications, but I don't stream that often. So I also put stars near the people who have subbed to my Twitch for a year. Yeah, no, I know, makes sense. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have a conversation. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, lies. The temple has been my home. Wait. She might not be lying, because she knew about this temple already, so... Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini. Couldn't think of her as my real mother, as it were. Tune into your streams very often because I'm usually at work or busy with something else when you do. Yeah, well, I literally only stream on Monday nights now. It kind of sucks. And every other Saturday, I'm doing the Pokemon Nuzlocke with my friend John. So that'll be this Saturday, and then 2 Saturdays after that. But that is a consistent thing I will be doing. But I see, but didn't you go to college? Maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No? Never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. Use a computer and a cell phone, too. It's not exactly something worth bragging about, but I don't see any psyche locks. Does that mean she's not lying? Please don't stare at me like that. What kind of a place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. Must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. I have to admit, it's a whole different world up here. Glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? So then why stay in a place like this? Ah, something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. Guess it's almost 10 o'clock now. Mr. Wright. It's alright with you. I'd like you to have this. This is your hood. It's the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'll tune as much as I can if you're able to start trails. I will eventually. That is going to be after Omori, which yeah, I should get to that before Luminary Ends kills me. The problem is I don't have time on weekdays to stream, so I've thought about working it into like an every other Saturday thing, like because this Saturday will be Pokemon, so and then the 2 Saturdays after that will be Pokemon, so the Saturday in between will be I'm sorry, but Doofus said he was gonna kill me in Automod. Just God, that's funny. I'm gonna screenshot that. Why aren't you a mod anymore? Did I do something to demod you, Badoofus? I don't know why that would have. Okay, well there we go. No, but maybe I'll do Omori. Oh, someone muted you. That's probably it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, you can use channel points to mute somebody. And you can also use, I added some sound, well, not some. I've had a couple sound alerts, but I also had the Vine Boom one. It's a really good one. If anyone can use that to get funny timing, please do. I also had the Punch Camera one, which no one redeems anymore because I made it really expensive. But that's such a good one. And I moved my camera because when I moved, my camera's in a different spot now. So if I punch it, it's gonna go flying. So if anyone has 15,000 channel points, you should redeem that. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. I mean, see, the only thing is that this being Dahlia is like obvious. So this game would totally be like, oh, but she had another sister who was her twin, that they were separated at birth, or some dumb shit like that, you know? Wait a minute. Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. Oh, dumbass. How did you know my name? Never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please, tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before? Oh my god. Oh shit, here they come. It's almost 10 o'clock. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow? No. No, come back. Gong. Ah. What the? Dude, Pearl's getting fucking murdered. That's not Pearl. Oh, okay. It's... Sure came from around here. Is there a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. Alright, I didn't bring it with me. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. No choice, you have to use a public phone by Dusky Bridge. Iris will. What? Why was she all the way out here? What the fuck? Bruh. Larry. Oh my god. Sorry, I should be reading this. The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But please call the police. I've got to go. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. Oh my god, what the fuck is he doing? We can even more notify the Ricky Old Bridge is playing Snap and gave way. I was followed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me. A final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. What the fuck? He's the one that dies? Never would have guessed that. Holy shit. Welcome to 3-5. Oh my god. Date, question mark. Who'd that be this time of night? That's not my phone. Yeah, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up. It's an emergency. Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Laurie. Laurie Stunin. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... But wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life is in danger. Oh wait, I just realized what song is playing. Oh man, this song is from the last game. It's so good. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry. Detention center? Hotline of Fate. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. Wait a minute. You're late, Edgy. What took you so... Am I Edgeworth? Chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. I mean, just listen. Something happened. Huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Dunham. She's found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Oh, epic. Okay, well, we don't even need to fucking take this case. Sweet. Later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's alright, you got it. But they arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave me when I was leaving this room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other, he couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you, Iris' trial starts tomorrow. I don't want this. We'll take out of the picture you're all I've got left. You're the one that could represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? What do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor's a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. Please listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. Sorry, I wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. We're really going through with this. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be any of help, but I'll at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lorry said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron, how could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazukura Temple. Hazukura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story, I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you saying? Is this a new song? Or have I just not been in the detention center this long before? Because this is really good. Oh my god, this bitch. What in the world? There's something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. Looks like she's not aware of them herself. This must be what Wright was talking about. The psycho locks. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. Do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunem? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Psycho lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. What's wrong? Can't believe what I'm thinking. Here I just finished saying I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Visited Wright at the hospital for coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes. Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an Aquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Oh. This is a good song. Present badge. Okay, fine. Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to Wright. Really? I'm actually a prosecutor. Oh. Then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned? He already pinned it on his lapel. Well, you see, I borrowed it. That's good. Okay, so is there funny dialogue for the badge? That's good to know. Okay. Okay. Sure is cold, all right. So this is it, Dusky Bridge. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yo! Ugh, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, but now the turns have tabled. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. And there's that sharp left jab. It's always been funny dialogue for the badge. Have you not been doing it? I mean, sometimes I do it, not always. It depends. If I remember. I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. Doing the Edgeworth voice is going to kill me tonight, especially after doing a 3-hour stream already. If I knew this was coming, oh my god. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godo was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godo? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that bite and sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. No witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. We have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep. I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. That's how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, so... What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again. Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Well, should be alright in this cold. So how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? So who is this prosecutor Godo? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but no one can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? He's the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who. Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godo has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh. Yeah, seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he's made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godo myself. Fuck. Telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. According to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. Oh god. I mean, Disc Bridge. That is very detailed. Even as the exact time the lightning struck the bridge. Of that, we got the information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Bruh. What did I want to present to him? Oh, badge. Huh? What's that thing doing on your lapel, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? You bet it is, sir. Prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. That's like a detective with a license to kill. Does this little thing hold that ominous of a meaning? Alright, what do we got? There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background, we don't know anything really. It's rather odd. She was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? I bet it was just one of those things, you know? She probably never expected to get so popular. Interesting. Look, I'm just your everyday simple detective. Don't ask me such tough questions, okay? That's not something to be proud of, detective. Figured. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with the fingerprints and came up with nothing. I see. Just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows that you are quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from? I didn't hear from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagined you to be, sir. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? That's a good Edgeworth quote. He's supposed to be Miss Elise Dunham's apprentice or something. I see. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice. But he made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. Really don't want to talk about him, that's why. Whoa. Why does he hate Larry? When something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe's realized it yet. But you could say the exact same thing about him. That's a good point. Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago. Really? I thought so. No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weary and tired. Maybe just plain old thin. I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kinda on the low end. So yeah, my food options have been kinda non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. I thought you were really into instant noodles last year. I got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. Damn. Usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person. I gotta admit, he's puzzling all right. He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. He sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned into a sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Riot is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? You call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy, I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Come to think of it, when you were a kid you were always saying, when I grow up I want to be a lawyer and defend people or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you've got to do it. You got to save my little Iris. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Based. I can't believe it. She's such a good person. But someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. I got it. I'll try your portrait. How about that? Since you're kind enough to offer, alright. Epic. Okay, let's talk to him first. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent is because she's a woman? I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time, honest. If I had a penny for every time you said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Why is the music fading? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back on your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. I hope your plane crashes and you die. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Uh-oh. As I suspected, Psycho Locks. I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory's a wreck, dude. I can't think of anything to present. Maybe this. Okay. Yeah. Can I go inside? Yeah. Hey, hello there. So how you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. Circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. Ha ha ha, if you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. This joke will not get tiring at all. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why don't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the trading hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? It was about 9 o'clock when we left here. Trading lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Why, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11 o'clock, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Oh ho, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Meister Edgeworth? Like then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Must have been past 11 o'clock. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. Saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back. With the sword. You see this criminal with your own eyes. I don't believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Right smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Fortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foul... I wonder what she means by that. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I may look strong, but the truth is I've got a bad lower back. Nice hot bath to ease my aching back. So I return to the main hall. Never do that. Where did Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out? She never went to the inner temple, did she? This head nun actually see Iris there. Trying to get some more details. Okay. Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. She went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. The training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You want to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we saw it and started the training session itself. Oh dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Oh, I don't like the sound of this. That small girl, she's fucking missing. Little Pearl. Thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we finished with dinner cleanup, but I haven't seen her at all since last night. Bro. Dude, literally. Okay. Alright. Prime murder suspect right here, okay? person gets she's supposed to be with the victim. Then she goes missing, quote unquote, right? And then she frames Iris because she thought Phoenix had like feelings for her. That's the motive. And then she dips. Boom. I figured it out. I'm the genius. Shortest case in the game. Let's go. Any questions? Cause there shouldn't be any. Cause I just laid it all out. Get her in. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old back. As they say, the plot thickens. I like how Gumshoe is essentially my Maya now. I wonder who's gonna be like my assistant in court. Is it gonna be Gumshoe? Please let it be Gumshoe. No, it wouldn't be. I would have gotten spoiled on that by now. That would have been epic. Okay, let's present some people. I'm the training hall in the Inner Temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. Told her to meet us after ringing the bell. Said Iris came to the Inner Temple then. Of course she did. Iris always been a good, obedient girl. That night Iris helped me stick by a beginner training. As they say, the plot thickens. What it truly is. Material world. Is that our... Never mind. Quiet. What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's stupid that you weren't the one that disappeared. Why don't you have to take it all out on me? So, fairy name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Korean channeling technique. Detective. I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi Yo, a fucking Star Wars reference? Okay. That's epic and amazing. Because not only does this imply that yo, Edgeworth likes the prequels. Let's fucking go. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's got nothing to do with it. That was so fucking good. Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. She's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. This is a very good localization. Yeah, it is. There's only a few other possibilities as where she could be. On the run because she's a murderer. Ah, think maybe she fell off the bridge when it was carried downstream? Why do you be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. This man, his face betrays a life of suffering and great weariness of the world. Sure. But even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think about the fun things you might have enjoyed if he had just lived. Relentless spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? It sounds like she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain right situation her for me. Hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. What's that paper? Beats me. Checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe. Here you are. Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra important clue. A super special clue. So I should read it myself, then. like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly. Looks like a blackmail letter. I wish I read that. Fuck. Main hall. Maybe we should drop it. Can I ever find clues like that? An ultra important prosecutor. A super duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. Oh shit. Let's present this to her? Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it. I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. I think we go. Well, I don't. Okay. This is where the murder took place, sir. Other than moving the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Really gonna defend that nun Iris at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word and I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, detective. Just keep your mouth closed and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Dunham. Her entire past up until she won with that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, so that's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. It'd be about the same height as the room in front of us, correct? Yeah, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Miss Elise Dunham was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Now then, detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they finished it, her and Maya headed to the temple. I like this little animation. Went to the temple. She got there, Bikini had her take over while she went to the temple. Taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. More details you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. There's a step ladder in the back. That's not a step ladder, it's a regular ladder. The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Trial begins tomorrow. But who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Goto guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright got a cold, he won't be defended and he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of a defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. So I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Even the prosecutor's office must know you. Would it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Please let it be the Queen Francisca von Karma. Or is it going to be Goto? It'd be Goto, I'd assume. This inner temple that Maya was supposedly training in. According to the Bikini, it's an old temple. It's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. Folded, sure, but step definitely. Okay, well, we'll see about that. This side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. Here's not the kind of place a person can survive in. Please be alright, Maya. Alright, here it comes. The main gate must be just over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. The fuck, did you escape from prison? What did you do? Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. What? No, wait, no stepladder dialogue? Really? Okay, actually lame. Huh, why is that staff not out of the purple ball? The victim is Lee Stunem. Something strange or magical about it. Listen, it's just between us. Yes, what? It's top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. The sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. It sure is. It's called the shit. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, our fingerprints all over the hilt of the seat. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Fingerprints on the murder weapon? What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for right? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figured it doesn't really feel good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. The lantern. Suppose they light it at night. Something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know? Damn. Ah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't seem the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds, nah. They're a little too kiddie, you know? Messing with my hard-boiled image. What's the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad? The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right, but I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple was built on the steep part of a mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, that makes sense. Wouldn't it be easier just to build the place slanted, sir? I fail to see how he can consider that to be an even remotely good idea. Okay, did we get him all? We didn't investigate in the other place. We should do that real quick, like. Try Magatama enshrined on it. Birthday party for myself in a while. They should blow out those candles over there to make up for it. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that, cut that out. Please don't blow out the altar candles. Epic. Flowing script written everywhere on the walls. Man, I'd bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here. This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magical spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering. So if I slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogeyman wouldn't hunt me down for eternity? Alright. Does I gotta think about anything other than eating and sleeping? No, he does not. It's a warmed cat box. But where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of zabuton cushions called enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, detective. Okay. Those things were useless, but they were funny, so. Oh, actually, hang on. Bidoof is gonna get mad if I don't. Huh? Oh. We already did it. That's right. Okay. Take all end in this one. Never heard that one. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life would I have had I hadn't joined the homicide division? Think about that kind of thing too, huh? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. I guess he doesn't have any plans to leave the force. Oh, So I think I've already told you about this, but truth is, when I was a little kid, you wanted to become a wizard, right? Hey, that's amazing. How did you know that? So what do you think? I'd make a really great one, don't you think? We just had this conversation a little while ago, Detective. Okay. Let's go back to Mega Bitch. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with the number of psycho locks. I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Oh, hang on. We didn't. Trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe. A brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir. What's with the atrocious rag you call a coat, Detective? Damn. Say, that just gave me a great idea. Someone tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. Got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. Yeah. I like the Among Us jet ski. It's kind of funny. You can see a small bell tower from here. Hey, something reminded me. Something I've always wondered about. We call a person who tells a liar, right? So why do we call a person who rings a bell, a beller? Or truer for a guy who tells the truth. I ain't calling you a truther. That's really deep, Gumshoe. Alright. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Among Us jet ski. Yeah, did you see it, Luminarians? Okay. Just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Dunim with the sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. Wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks. Okay, I mean let's go for it. Ah, it's nice hearing his voice. And in this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe the case in a whole new light. My years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. And so I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's the case. The question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder. It's either going to be the lightning or the letter. Oh, I'm going to say the lightning first. Well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Okay. Just your eyes are scaring me. Blast, I must have been trying too hard to bluff. There we go. That's... Well, Iris, why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? It was the evidence of the power of my glare that broke the lock. Oh well, it doesn't... I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth, I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. Well, yes. After all, even if I didn't have a secret, there's no one to tell it. There's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have had anything to hide under normal circumstances. Last night was different. Fortunately, I don't know your exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there was one person you didn't want your secret told to. Fuck. You yourself have a dark secret in your heart? Why do you say that? As they say, it takes one to know one. Bruh. Okay, I guess the answer would be Nick. Phoenix Wright. You mean something to write, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? Oh, that's what Maya was talking about. To get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be looking at Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. Okay. You and Phoenix Wright I don't want her and Phoenix Wright to see each other again. Trust me that you will tell him your secret. Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Let me read this letter again. Okay, so this letter isn't like yeah, it's threatening with the secret, but it's not like a threat, you know? So I don't think it's like a criminal. I think it's Godo. And that's why no one's been able to get a hold of him. So I think we're gonna go to the shack and we're gonna find him. That's my call. Let's just save, so just in case we have to reload, but... Oh. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh. Why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. Let me chase one of them to Japan. Next is gonna be prison, I guess. I'll see that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you. About what you just said. I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I just shouted objection, and in a loud, commanding voice, too. I've been pointing with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What do you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm going to ask for him. You've already asked this girl to marry you. No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What's this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really wanted to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him out on the witness stand. Think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't have anything else to talk about. That kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I get it. Really want to know. Last night, I saw something incredible. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him. Okay, it's not who I expected to find. It's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal. I don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? That's how the artist defines it, right? Should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchbox is a masterpieces too, pal. All the way to Dusky Bridge. Pretty long, but easy walk. Fell down 4 times on my way here, sir. Oh, sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on those stairs on my way down here. What? So that's what I was slipping on. Be careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it iced over, I would have been in some serious trouble. Oh yeah. Would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. Okay, oh. Sure, it's totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Right up there. This has to be heaven, because this thing is hell. We'd do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. I like his theme so much. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. I still can't believe it, really. What is it, Larry? Huh? Nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty suspicious to me. You know what they say. Okay. I mean, sure, let's try to... I don't know if we have enough for this yet, but we'll see. It's awesome. I mean... Naomi. And then... it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Saw with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still 3 psycho locks remaining. They're just still trying to hide something. Where were you when you saw that happen? Where you say? What do you mean? I was in my room by the main hall. It's usually as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean there? You've seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Because you can't see Dusky Bridge from your room. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees and it's impossible to see that bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. So where were you? So where was Larry and what was he doing there? the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Well, what do you think? Oh, not much, I guess. Bruh. He couldn't have been on the fucking bridge. Would he have been at Heavenly Hall, maybe? Okay, that makes sense. I'd have been hanging out in this old shack. Freezing cold, there's no electricity, it could fall apart any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. The theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after something. That's a weird way to prove that, but okay. To admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no, you really are one scary guy. Oh shit. Really? Line and end this ridiculous little game. Bruh, I was not expecting this. Okay. Hilarious Psyche Locks epic. Yep. We got them all. What are you doing with that anyway? It's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, first of all, what's at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, what it said in the book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write Dear Iris. Wow, I'm so sorry. Epic. Okay, so she wasn't being threatened. You saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about, pal? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh? Then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. I'm so quick to apologize, pal. It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you're so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget about what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry. What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. Now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. That's all that was to your story. Your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you're hiding anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. No! What's wrong, sir? Does it mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? Just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I have to drag him to the witness stand. Okay. Epic. Can I do trial in an hour? I'm taking my melatonin at 9:45 and I'm holding myself to that so I can fall asleep on time. That's so funny. The fake out. Oh my. Mr. Laurice feels that way about me? Apparently. He isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Laurice is the witness today? No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini. She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. Really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct? That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well then. Mr. Edgeworth. You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed. Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements. I see. Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. Defense attorney's job is to believe in people and to believe until the bitter end. Alright, let's fucking go. That's what my friend told me once. Mr. Edgeworth, I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I'm fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. Alright, I think this is a perfect time to take a quick bathroom break. So I'll be right back. Hello, we are back. Okay, time to see who the prosecutor is, if it's really Godo or not. Oh, I guess it's not time to see. Is my mic unmuted? Yeah. Okay, cool. Court is now in trial for the session, or court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. The defense is ready. Here, there's a little badge. So I've talked about this before, but I had this little plot detail spoiled for me by a really cool Ace Attorney video called Objection Funk. It's the music I play before Ace Attorney streams sometimes. It's a cool little, like, it's a really good shit post basically, it's an old one, but it recently got like a 4K remastered, and when he redid the sprites, when Edgeworth is on the defense side, he has his defense badge sprite, and I was like, what? That's a thing? So I had that kind of spoiled for me, but I did not know you actually like played as him and went around and did investigation. That's cool as fuck. And obviously, you know, very cool fucking sprite here, or Edgeworth saying the defense is ready. But you know, anyway, the defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. And all the sprites are flipped around. It's literally like an objection.lol. Didn't you get spoiled by somebody saying it was a spoiler? That was another part of it too. A lot of things. So like, especially with objection.lols, is that like a lot of those sprites are like fan made. Like when I watch the videos about them, and so I can't tell just by glancing at them which ones are official. Like you wouldn't have known to spoil otherwise. Yeah. No, that wasn't the Edgeworth thing. That was something else. I don't remember what it was though, but that was something. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Because it was something in this game, and I was like, "Brah, don't say it's a spoiler if it's." I don't know, but I remember that conversation happening in the Omni League. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. Seems the case is already over before I had a chance for it to begin. Wow. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds this defendant. Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go! Let's go. And you are? Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I'm a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say? There she is. There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. Oh, she enjoyed saying that. There isn't, but I'm sure once before in this courtroom. I told you, there is no such weakling. What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I can care for such a thing in my courtroom. But bailiff, remove that whip. I have no objection to the whip. You don't? The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Fright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip between my fingers. Character development. I know. This is epic. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Whoa, the stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case, with as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Dunium. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Yo. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for all this. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Yo, the same crates they used on Cody. Yo, what a callback. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Wow. The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer. Wahaha, ha 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 ha. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night. Oh, Canada. Tell us about your own movements that night, eh? That night I was helping an acolyte with their training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte return to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see. I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I'd finished just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made. There is only one problem with these testimony that I can see, and you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. Okay, let's see what we got. I guess we'll just press. What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do. To that spiritual place, strong power is required. Entire night there to undergo intense training. How exactly do you help with this process? It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. It's like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip, in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple, where the murder took place? Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. Violently? That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in the winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. Wahaha, waha, wahaha. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right. Raging like a bull in a pig pen, I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off. You left Iris to help. With what? What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter the training exercises proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolyte so that they don't pass away. Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct? Yes, she's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. Oh, yeah? Do we have anything that says that? There we go. I should have just presented that right away. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on the powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, well, well. Don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means... Why isn't it playing the groovy music? Why is it playing this song again? No, she did not say that. A defendant or a witness, who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Sorry, open the water bottle. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Well, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes. Uh-oh. All people lie. That is my belief. Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means You must call your memory into question. Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me, and that you want to play that game, do you? Well, that is exactly what My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you'll need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Said Your Honor. Exactly as she'd been at dinner. Aha! Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met. She's wearing this demon warding hood, correct? Of course. That's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wahaha, wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? I feel so bad for Franziska. We literally called her from like her country. It's like, hey, come prosecute this case. And now we're just gonna kick her ass. Now that's the question of the day, now isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. But, well. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Order in the court. Witness your response. Sista. This hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares. Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, huh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. This is quite strange. Well, if there was a surplus of hoods and she could have worn one of those, there is no contradiction here. Sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds into any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sista. I like the idea of Von Karma calling her sister, I don't know why. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Sorry, I'm like, man, my throat is going to like kill me tomorrow. Finished my bath around 11. I thought I should return to the inner temple. Cross-checking times. Let me, Interesting. Okay. Just walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look in. Iris was, oh, Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise. And with that sword, of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Saw Truly's terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Miss Edgeworth in two in court, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Or, well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Oh, she said the word! She said fool! Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? We're back around 11. Courtyard, I took a look in. That checks out. Why would you stab someone after you... Well, I guess if they're not dead. 2 stories is enough to kill someone. You're really one smart sister, I'll give you that. What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark. Doesn't feel like she's lying. Scene in which the defendant stabbed the victim. Client Iris, my abilities as a defense attorney. If you finish the bath at 11 and the death was 10 to 11, by the time you got to the courtyard, let's just say it was like 11:30, like she should have already been dead. You know? You should do something wrong to see how Edgeworth reacts. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, well let's start. Sorry, I'm just so naturally talented as a defense attorney, you know. But okay, let's start taking some risks. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Unfortunately, Fred, I can't accept that. Well done, Your Honor. Wait, what? I was only testing you just now. Well, why don't you try testing this penalty too? That's good. I thought he was gonna say, well done, Your Honor, and then he goes, oh, sorry, force of habit. But that was good too. Okay. Took a look. And, I mean, it was pretty freaking dark to see all that. Let me see the crime scene photo. No, I guess there's lights. Yeah, that was a pretty solid testimony. What's wrong? Heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look. Let me check the map. Well, the map does not help me. $10:45. I gotta start remembering these times. So she took a bath at 11, or she finished the bath at around 11. It was the weather was really bad from then, so she would just leave. I don't. Okay, no, I think I'm overthinking that. Time is important here. Not yet. Yeah, no, I can tell it will be because I keep dropping that time a lot. So I'm just gonna remember it. Just trying to look at everything that's like relevant. I know the staff, like, not having the ball, that's gonna be important. Ring lights out at 10. Why was she out at past 10? Well, I guess she wasn't. I guess she was pushed. No, I know she was. Talk about Elise. Yeah. So slopes downwards. I don't remember pressing this one. I'm trying to get what they're saying here. So you go in and you're on the second floor. It's like elevated. I don't get it, but that body's not even by the frickin' room window. Hang on. What does the autopsy report say? Loss of blood from stab and back. Body fell 10 feet after. Oh! There we go. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in the winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you please be so kind to take another look at the autopsy report? There's an autopsy report. The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall, wrong voice, was after she was killed. It'd be really funny if Von Karma was like, but Edgeworth, you have an outdated autopsy report. It's possible that the fall was before she died. That's right. It says after death right here. Witness claims to seem to have the scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. Kill the victim in the courtyard. The victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall. He was killed and then fell. If that is the case, the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? Is that the logical conclusion? Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her room. He thrown out the window, down into the courtyard below. With any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's room. She was stabbed with the sword. That would leave a blood stain. Wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Rope has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no... I'm sure there is no need for me to go over these, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood? Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This will resolve the contradictions. I missed her. Order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events. Speak no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. Seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on the part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please. Remain standing on the... Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sista, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we have finished you. With the whip? Oh boy. Alright, alright. When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? When I woke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma's strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. I'm so glad she's here. Looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. But now I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Elaborate on this. Stabbing someone with the Shitso with sacred treasure is terrible enough. Why did they make Mystic Ami hold the blade? Truly a highness despicable crime. It's easy to despise something. Anyone can do it. However, there's something that cannot be done so easily. Whatever it is, I'm sure it is doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem? Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can you explain that reasoning, the reasoning behind that? No, I don't think I can. There isn't always a logical reason behind the way someone acts. That's true, so true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself, there isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why was it necessary to use the Shito from the Ami statue as a weapon? Why was the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of the statue? If I can expose the flaws in this testimony, perhaps then I will begin to find the truth. Why would it have been placed back? Do I have this? I don't have the statue. I looked across at the scene. The sword was already in place. Well, we'll press everything. The bleeding. Well, it's very shocking to notice. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug into the wound. Careful, this is very important. Cyrus we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body. Conclusive, but his testimony supports her theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was nearly folded in the corner. What? Seems quite conclusive to me, which I do. Going back to your previous statement, you said when you saw a little bleeding, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding? Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see? Pulling the sword out? Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, more like it came out. Witness, you will add the statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important? More important than you can imagine. Which the blade plunged in the hilt and was smoothly... Wait. Okay, so she saw her pull it out. Oh, bullshit. I don't even need to save. Eat shit. I feel bad. She's actually nice. What? Alright. Is that the wrong one? Oh, she, what? How did you see it get pulled out? To which the blade plunged. Okay, let me press it, I guess. Smoothly. So you're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out. That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Ami. Scalise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. Iris slid up the sword and her hand just slid out of Mystic Scalise's body. It slid out of that gaping wound. Goes without saying, that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding. Nothing out of place here. Is that really the case? I can't help but feel something's very out of something which couldn't possibly have happened. I only presented the photo because the sword was in the body. Okay. Damn it. I don't want... I don't like Dahlia, so I don't want her to be innocent, but because it's my job as an attorney, I gotta think, okay, if she's innocent, right, then I think what could have happened was she stumbled upon her, like, being stabbed, and she's like, I will save you, and then she pulled it out, and then she pulls the sword out, and then it's not Dahlia, bro, it's Iris. Oh, right, of course. Right. Just shut up. And so I will, don't SMH me. No, ugh. I'm gonna call her Dahlia, like, out of spite now. Seen so much blood before. Is there... Silly question. Is there blood in this crime photo? Yes, there is a significant amount of blood. Okay, good to know. It's the bleeding caused by the killer moving the sword. No mistaking. I remember it as clear as day. Is there anything that's a bit odd? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? Why would the killer pull out the sword? All she wanted to do was place the weapon in the hand of the gold statue. Then there's no reason to move it from the body. Calm, she's causing the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Von Karma? That's... Indeed. It's strange now that you mention it. Going to need to find an answer to this mystery, too. Anyway, the witness saw something terrible. So what do you do after that, Venus? When I fainted. Now on to what the killer did next. You saw none of it, correct? Well, I was unconscious. How long were you out for? I don't know, 10, maybe 20 minutes. A young man with a very prickly-looking head woke me up. By stepping on me, actually. Not sure I like that method of resuscitation. Well, I wasn't asking for mouth-to-mouth or anything of the sort, but I would have welcomed a more gentle awakening right about then, let me tell you. I shall have words with the offender personally. What did you see upon awakening? Oh, we already did this one. Ami statue is a weapon. Why is the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of the statue? Okay. We have a little more ammo now. And we know it's this, so... That's about right. It's just, it's kind of weird, like think about like how that's like placed. Like she took it out and then put it in Mystic Ami and then put it back in the body. That's so extra, you know? Like I don't... That was just a guess. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust upon its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Please, explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear. What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose. So, the objection stands. I've wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up... If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. Oh, the hilt. What? Wait. Did it say... Where did it say the hilt? Oh, she said the hilt in her testimony. Oh. She said Dahlia stabbed her to the hilt of the sword, and that's like literally impossible because there's no... Okay. Got it. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. It would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. Okay. That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shichisito. See, I'm trying to pronounce it. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. You still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood at the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! Order, order, order. Wow! Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising these many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage fun if that. But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer. And that is... the weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichisito. God, that's a tongue twister. What? A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy, foolish fool. Beautiful. Beautifully spoken. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon? Well... Shichisito. It's easy. It probably is easy, but I'm stupid. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene. Why are people texting me? Is that my group chat? Yeah, it's a group chat. For class. Sweet. No, I don't have class Wednesday night. Epic. Yeah, I'm stupid, I know. Alright. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichisito. It's hard to say the Chi-Shi, like Shichisito was the murder weapon. And do the character voices. That's what kills me. And say it fast. Order, order, order. So maybe the Shichisito. Yeah, I cannot say that with Francisca's voice. Like, no way. So maybe the Shichisito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. Your sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. That's true. Response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes. Namely, Where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found. That's... Answer the question, Miss Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw into that pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe, I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. You what? Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister. Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon in the Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out? Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Witness, please, tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not in the best of shape, with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. A snowmobile, eh? I see. It's the Among Us mobile. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze out in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. Reported. That's so stupid. Why would they come back? She could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. It would have been possible time-wise. One element remains out of place here. The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Response, Ms. Von Karma. Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor? What? She's as over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery to feed to the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony, and all I have to do is start poking holes. Okay. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct? Right, the one who trampled me. Seems she's the type to hold a grudge. There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him? He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too. Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. Thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. What do you mean by spell? As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls. So the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived? Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. That's further. It's still warm at that time. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? Playing to a slow crowd here. Goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used. Ah, I see. I never thought of that. Well, that's right. I overlooked that too. Of course you did. Then answer the question, please, witness. I don't have to go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Yes, for some reason only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow. There wasn't any snow on it. Curses. Wait, when do I go to work? I have to leave my house at 7 in the morning, which means I have to be awake at 6 a.m. So I will stop streaming. My hard cutoff is 10 p.m. for streaming. Like, no matter what, I will save and stop. Which is in 15 minutes, I realize. Yeah, I gotta hurry. I hope I'm almost done. This really was like 2 hours of investigation. They did a turnabout big top on us. How long does he take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile? As yourself, you can spare yourself some walking. There's a reason for that. Now we got a moment for me to explain. It's about a month ago, I drove my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. Tried some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. My back both went crunch, just like that. We'll find the courage for anything since then. Why do you ask, Madoofus? Is it just because it's getting late? Well, it would have been possible time-wise. Oh, we already did this one. Okay, so what can we present? Among Us Mobile. Who took this photo? The police, I guess. That's a weirdly specific thing to take a picture of, though. There's footprints here. But I mean, if this is after if this is when the police get here, it doesn't matter if there's footprints there right now. How the fuck do you drive a snowmobile and carry a fucking murder weapon? I mean, if it's a little knife, I guess you can. Alright, come on. Come on. I know snowmobile tracks, yeah. Wait a minute. There's only one set of tracks. There's only one set of tracks, then how did... That doesn't make sense for someone to leave and come back. Bruh. think of the witness's statement? I don't think there's a problem with it. Huh. You say that with such guts, though, and I suppose I must agree that it is all there is to it. Don't get smart with me. Get smart with this penalty. Good, even I can make mistakes. And I didn't save, so fuck. Whatever, funny dialogue is funny. Yeah, it's gonna fucking suck later in the case. Owned. Yeah. There we go. I mean, this photograph proves something. Proves that snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Iris left Hazukura Temple, threw the weapon in the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. Ah, you're right. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The track leading to the bridge were erased by snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it? While she was at the river, the snow stopped. Really? It was, I mean, I guess it was snowing heavily. There's a contradiction. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. After the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. That's the only thing related to weather. And it was snowing. Oh, until 11. Oh. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? Let's take a look at this data. This weather report for Eagle Mountain on that night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks after that time to have been covered up. Ah. Order. Very well then. Looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct? No. You got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may still have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh? What? How did she pull that off? It had stopped snowing at Hazukura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Well, I have a suspicion. Because the body would have been covered in snow, right? That's my theory. This one? Yeah. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point, that being whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to that one crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception. And that tease. The victim herself is Elise Dunim. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks. Order. Just what are you... Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it could be understood that they were headed for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were race by snow. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night of the question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder, which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. I'm going to take a melatonin, because I usually take one at the end of stream, but I need to fall asleep on time, so melatonin. But Doofus, let's take a melatonin at the same time. Actually, you're in a different time zone, so you probably don't need to do that. But you'll probably take a melatonin soon. I bet. But Iris never said that she never went there. Said that she never went there. So I press on this point some more when I get the chance. But Doofus give me money? BKZ give me money. Snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hakazura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is when I left Iris to return to the Hakazura temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hakazura Temple, it was there by this main gate, the snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. But that is impossible. Or maybe it is. So then what was the snowmobile used for? What came from this witness? Then this was the same problem. Someone a witness who could testify to seeing the snowmobile. So no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night? Uh-oh. It's cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering like that. Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be a... Oh my god, we're gonna get Larry Butts Franziska interaction, and I am all for that. You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder. Yeah, we know an idiot. I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are 2 things about him that do come to mind. First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Who is this idiot you are talking about? This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de la Duc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim Elise Dunim. Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering about outside on the night of the victim? That's... I could tell him about his desire for Iris. May cost us his credibility as a witness, even before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. Yo, and it's 10 p.m. Let's go. Just in time. Alright, epic. Well, that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I will see you guys. So this Saturday will be Pokemon with my friend John. And then next Monday will be Maya Monday again. And I'm assuming this is the same length as like your average like case 4. So what? Probably like 2 or 3 more Maya Mondays left? I don't know. We will have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.